There is an AI system out there right now that is so good and so powerful at hacking, it should be put back in its box, tied up, and thrown away. But of course, that's not going to happen. Something just kind of happened, and it's probably the biggest shift in security that we've seen in decades. And maybe, just maybe, for the very, very first time, the good guys might actually get ahead of the bad guys. Well, we know that it's always been a cat and mouse kind of game between the good guys and the bad guys, and the bad guys are constantly finding vulnerabilities in software that they could exploit and scam people and worse, and the good guys are reacting. You find malware out there, you figure out what it does, and then you reverse engineer it and then plug up the gap. That's the game that goes on and on. Now we enter AI. The bad guys are still using the power of AI, but this time they're using it for evil. The good guys are still using AI, you're not trying to stop them. Same game, faster pace, that's all. But now, things have shifted. So we have Anthropic, which is the company that's behind Claude, and it's built a brand new AI model, and it's not a chatbot, it's not another app. This is called Mythos. You see, AI is really good at writing code. I mean, really friggin' good. And code breaks all the time. So AI, by its learning, it's able to understand the code and then fix issues. And that makes it a perfect hacker. So think of it like a car mechanic, right? So a car mechanic knows engines really well, but by definition, because they know the system really well, they know how to get around the system. So they're able to hotwire a car if they wanted. Now, I don't think they set out to be a car thief, but they know the engines, they know the systems, they know how to get around it. Same with AI. Let's talk about what it actually did. In just a few weeks, AI found more critical security bugs than most researchers would find in their entire career. Bugs that have been sitting around waiting in software for decades. Bugs that millions of automated tests completely missed. And these bugs and vulnerabilities weren't found in some piece of software that 3 people in the world use. No, they're in stuff that you and I use every day. Yeah, so you know when I do a video about Windows on this channel and you get a whole bunch of comments coming out from the Linux community saying, you gotta get Linux, it's way more secure. Yeah, well, Mythos discovered bugs in Linux that have been waiting there for years. Bugs that could leave somebody's system completely exposed, completely vulnerable, and take over and become full admin. It found bugs in OpenBSD. That is the operating system that runs things like firewall, little things like banking servers. And that bug has been there for 27 years. It found bugs in FFmpeg. I never know how to say that, which is a popular video software that is very, very widely used across the internet. 5 million automated tests, missed it. Apparently it's been sitting there for like 16 years. So essentially what this discovered was a whole bunch of bugs on infrastructure on this little thing we call, the internet, the banking system, healthcare. Now, what is wild is that it didn't just manage to find the vulnerabilities and report it. Because, it's impressive, but that's one thing. What it did was show an entire new level of thinking, because it was smart enough to do something that a real hacker would do, which is chain a whole bunch of vulnerabilities together. If you want to rob a bank's vault, for example, you don't just walk into the bank and open up the vault and rob it. You've got to do a couple of steps. So step 1, maybe you study the layout of the bank to find blind spots. And maybe step 2 is you find a way to duplicate the master key. And then step 3, you hire cameras to be able to see the vault's combination code. I don't know. I don't rob banks. Each one of these steps by themselves is, it's a security vulnerability, finding the combination, making a duplicate of the key. Yeah, but string them together, well, voila, and you're at the vault. Good. That is what hackers do in the real world. They find all these things, stick them together to cause the big exploit. And AI did that by itself. Yeah, so are we proving again and again and again how shit AI is? And some of you are screaming, I told you so. Yeah, well, yes, but also hang on. AI is just a tool. And Anthropic had a choice. They could have easily They could have released this model publicly, made a shitload of money from it by selling access to it, and if they did that, frankly, it would have been game over for all of us. But instead, what they chose to do was give it away to defenders in a project called Project Glasswing. Who comes up with these names? I have no idea. Right, they partnered up with AWS, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, Cisco, CrowdStrike, JP Morgan, basically the companies that build software that makes this entire internet and connectivity thing run and connect. These partners get direct access to Mythos and it can scan their own systems. They can find bugs before attackers can. They can patch them before anybody else even knows that they exist. They also opened up to more than 40 organizations that maintain critical software infrastructure, like water, gas, electricity, that kind of thing. They committed $100 million in usage credits and donated $4 million directly to the open source security groups. And Anthropic also committed to sharing things that they learned publicly within 90 days. So think about it. They could have made a fuckload of money by selling it, but instead they're going the defensive route and they're making us be super proactive and be able to protect ourselves. Which means all that big learning that comes out from this, we are going to get. We're going to get more patches. We're going to get bugs being fixed a lot quicker. If you have a small business, you're going to be able to get security advantages that you could never previously afford. You don't have the budget like these multi-million-dollar corporations. And realistically, I sleep better at night knowing that the key infrastructure that's holding us together barely is constantly being reviewed, not by people, but by non-sleeping AI systems that are designed for one thing and one thing only, to find bugs and patch them and keep us safe. So let's address the elephant in the room. Governments, of course. So I see that Mythos and Project Glasswing is going to make the lives of the ordinary scammer and hacker very difficult. That is going to help so many people out there. These hackers don't have the budget or they don't have the tech to fight this, and that is a good thing. You cannot deny that. But, and there's always a but, who does have the budget and tech infrastructure? Governments. They certainly have the budget, and we've seen some amazingly powerful AI models coming out of China that are just superb and incredible to use. So this whole arms race thing isn't over. I think that every AI lab is building better coding models right now, and if it's good at coding, it automatically means by default it's going to be good at hacking, whether it was set out to be that way or not. So now we talk about government. Is government overreach still a thing? Yes. Are international politics still a thing? Of course. Spy versus spy shit is still a thing? Absolutely. And there's literally nothing we can do about it. But day to day, for the first time, instead of security people playing defense, they have a real head start at playing offense and stopping the bad actors before they discover more vulnerabilities and scamming more people, and you cannot deny that that is a good thing. So I'm all in for that. What do you think? Are you seeing more value in AI security, or are you more worried than ever before? And living off the grid, frankly, is looking pretty attractive right about now. Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't seen the bit where I show you how I track people using AI, check that out right over here. Give the video a quick thumbs up before you head out. I'll see you over there. Let's go.